So? Did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob? I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients. Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way? Holy leaders, I've seen how I've never learned to fight.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
More angry customers. I should have stayed at the tavern. I was safe.
To my health! And death to the others!
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants, that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist of the Bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him on your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
If you had any idea who I am...
That vulture of a tavern master was right.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
It's not possible just now. It's blocked.
we should have gotten rid of him. Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you, I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt?
It is your Highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know it like I've been crying to the nine deaf wind.
What do you think about Captain...
He's a just man. Who knows it's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the other day, in the tavern, I saw him talk. And then when we left, him and I, well, those brutes were there, waiting for him.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too the captain. No, not telling him that.
Did Jonas seem troubled?
Maybe.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No.
Why would anyone want...
How would I know? You think...
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get around. Did anyone else see the kidnap?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. I seem to recall that regular being there. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night. Now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know.
Thank you, Lara.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the...
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been...
A Naut, you say? That's
According to one of his fellows, he would have been...
a kidnapping. In my establishment. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients.
I see. An able-bodied man.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his charities. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't...
No. Have no fear. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days. A young cabin boy. 2 members of...
Yes, that does...
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about it. And he must have been right to be nervous.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in. The kind of man you can round up for a few... They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. And I think I might well have seen those same men. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that It was Sir Fontaine. That
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from life?
I heard the discourse of this priest on the main square. He says that the Malicor is a punishment from the Enlightened. What did we do to deserve such retribution?
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir...
He is absent, but the lady of the house... Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen... And to what do I owe the honor?
I would like to have a word with your...
He is not here.
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses,
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. He has simply returned...
Excuse me.
Don't you see, Your Excellence?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that his men escorted him from the tavern using force.
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe...
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies...
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband, a gesture that your drunkards must...
What was your son doing on a Naut ship?
It is what they do. Through pact...
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of this horrible, constant ransoming that they put us. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you...
Where might I find your son?
I cannot say, Excellency. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like... Excuse me, madam.
If you would be so courteous, I would...
With respect, my lady.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt...
I always do.
I hope to have kept you good company.
And I valued your friendship. And to be honest, anything else?
I must leave you. Good day, Excellency.
Sir de
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine...
Ah, yes. I did indeed. Allow me to congratulate you.
You are correct, Excellency.
It is a station of great... The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted. I only regret that...
Really?
To be entirely honest with you...
Tell me more about it. And perhaps...
Very well. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all, but these particular non-believers threaten the fragile. We would consider it a tremendous favor.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments.
The Prince would indeed give us his blessing. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already...
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something, but if your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then I'll look into this and see what I... Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. We follow the teaching and give thanks. The high dignitaries of Thélème...
I've heard say that dissensions...
Ah, you must certainly be The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our... But other, more... They believe that are less rigid, but their differences are purely theoretical.
What's your point of view on the relation?
As ambassador of Thélème, we appreciate as well the Thanks to your support, the congregation is our most precious. That heresy is tolerated.
How is Thélème faring on Tyr?
We built a marvelous city. Did you know that certain historians believe our missionaries there are a multitude? Of course, there are certain, but I am confident, and we have tremendous hope.
How goes the conflict with them?
Your territory is... These so-called...
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet... The bridge have succeeded in which leaves us great...
I must be going.
May the...
Sir?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of...
Enchanted as well, Your Highness.
Are you ready?
We should be able to set sail. I'm still without news of my cabin, though.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents...
A contract?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. But what I can tell you is that ever since, he's been a naught.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious?
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goes. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, That said, we did catch ourselves a
smuggler.
In the port jails. Not for... May I ask you, why this...
Nothing to bother yourself about.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Ptolemais.
And so you know about them?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are... And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would... Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with this. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are...
Be back soon, Cap.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a naught?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
You cannot pass. Only the Naughts have access. You cannot pass. Only the Naughts have access to the prison. You cannot pass.
Halt! The warehouse.
Can't you make an exception?
No.
Very well.
Orders haven't changed.
Very well.
Orders have...
Very well.
Orders haven't changed.
Very well. Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just... If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit...
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now.
I'm already locked up. Yes, I am a
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to... Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you. I don't really think of my clients as kin.
A real saint you are. Tell me where I can find them and I'll...
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a way. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to... If the Naughts get their hands on them, they'll...
Thank you.
Anytime. Come on now. Let me out. You promised. Please.
I don't have the key.
To my help! And death to the others! To my help! And death to my help! And death to the others! To my help! And death to the others! To my help! And death to the others! Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally!
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Who is that?
May the Illuminated save us.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but...
Have you come to deliver us to... Please, please, have pity on our soul. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than his...
In that case, why is the ambassador of... Why is the Inquisition looking for you?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so...
Our work concerned the teachings...
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one...
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously...
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it... We wanted to verify if this island could have been the...
And? What did you...
Teofredi is without any doubt but the text that we discovered...
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of... He speaks of a voice that came from the depths.
It was written in black and white.
I understand now what that... This voice from the depths sounds more...
The sacred texts are always difficult.
Who were you hoping would give you a...
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken...
That would be better than...
Did you try speaking with the censors?
Oh, we have signed all... We were even ready to say that we had never seen...
I see. Well, you have no other choice but...
I beg of you, please do not deliver...
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahi, if he can be persuaded to offer you asylum.
Your goodness honors you. May the...
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of... Stay here.
To my help! And death to the others! To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Your Excellency. I would like to talk to you about a rather...
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery, and it seems that this is not to the liking of...
These sinister hypocrites.
Without a doubt. And that's why these...
We are willing.
At the port of Serene, they were hoping to stow away...
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't...
If you would allow me, I would like to give you...
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Surdus?
It pains me to inform you that the...
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the... I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic...
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might intervene. We have nothing else...
I must be going.
Your Highness, your absence.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. I am sad to have caused you. Would you believe that I was rotting away in though still seeing double from last night's dream? Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and said...
You might have refrained from the company of bandits.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure.
I fear that some of might. But you wanted to ask me something.
What will be your official...
Come now. But I am there to also obtain as much knowledge. Your help will be extreme.
It's always a privilege. I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. She told me she said that he...
Who was a cabin?
They took him back to Britain.
Well, that is very unpleasant. Since time immemorial, the children born on their ships belong to them. But certain contracts are so... From time to time, the congregation has...
Are you telling me that the Fontaine...
But Sir Fontaine has made a
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child. What counts most is that you bring the boy, breaking a contract with the seafarers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail.
Sir?
Are you ready?
We should be able to set sail with... I'm still without news of my cap...
I have a favor to ask before...
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise.
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at the port. So, unless you're asking me...
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
Hellfire. Captain.
He's gone into his head. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before all that is not... Sorry.
Sorry, Colonel.
Commander.
In that case... Be back soon, Captain.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs. Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.